Good morning, Amy. Come on in, ladies. Come on in. Come on in. Welcome. Hope you can hear me okay. Happy Monday. If you're joining me live, go ahead and say hello and good morning right in the comments or in the chat below. And if you are here on the replay, go ahead and put hashtag replay. And if you're joining us for the very first time, I'm Dr. Disha, cardiologist who deals with all matters of the heart and founder of the Path to Meditation Mastery, Meditation for Female Physician group. Good morning, Janelle. Hello, I see you. Amy's here. Janelle's here. Awesome. So come on in, and we're going to get started in a second. I'm just catching up here. Okay. We've got some good stuff in the law of attraction going on today. We're going to go through some of that. All righty. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to turn this down. Oh, good morning, Rebecca. Hello. I'm trying a new morning drink, hot water with lemon. My 72-year-old patient last week was like, telling me my drinks were so much better. I'm like, I'll try it. So I went through caffeine headache Saturday, but yesterday wasn't too bad, so it was good. So I'm trying that out today. Let's see here. Here we go. All righty. Sweet. Let's do our message for September 12th. That's today. This is huge. Ready? Here we go. Dwelling on the past will never allow me to experience peace in the present moment. I needed to hear that. Okay. Dwelling on the past will never allow me to experience peace in the present moment. So many examples and thoughts are coming to me about this. So it's, oh my gosh. And what does dwelling on the past mean? It might seem obvious, but it might not. So I know, so growing up in my house, my mom was not treated very well by her in-laws. It's like the classic Indian arranged marriage story, you know. And so, you know, we would always hear a lot of her reliving the past in a very negative way. And it didn't give her peace. And now she's got dementia, and it didn't give her peace. And she just spun it like over and over, like every single day, like as if like it was just constant. And I remember like all of us kids, and we'd be like, Mom, oh my God, can you just like give it a rest already, right? She didn't know any better. She didn't know any other way. But she didn't have peace. She really didn't. And so then, you know, it's sneaky how dwelling on the past can creep in you, because I know for myself, I've done a lot of healing work, and gone through, obviously, when you lose a child, or when you have big, if you've had ups and downs in your relationships and stuff like that, and something bad happens, somebody says something to you, you get offended. How could they say that to me, right? And you sit in it, and then you repeat the story or that event over and over and over again in your head. That is not peace, right? Okay. So then you go in and you dive deep. I journal, right? Okay, why am I feeling this way? Blah, 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 right? And I think I put it to rest. Awesome. And a little bit of time goes by and I'm good and I'm not thinking about it. And then one little thing happens and bam, you're right back, as if it was like during, like you never did any of the work. And so how do you do this, right? How do you do this? How do you not dwell on the past, right? And dwelling on the past will never allow me to experience peace in the present moment. So then the question is, what allows you to experience peace in the present moment? Right? So it's allowing. When you meditate, you may sit, especially when you first start a meditation practice. This is why it's good to have a guide. You know what you're doing, right? But when you start meditating, you may just sit there and be spinning the old stories too. Okay? But then, in mantra-based meditation, which is what we do, the mantra is a vehicle. Man means mind, tra means vehicle. It's a vehicle. It's like an anchor for your mind to come back to. So you're practicing visualizing, seeing what your thoughts are and coming back. And it's a very powerful practice because it allows you to take that little space and that little much needed break rather than getting on the runaway train. Does that make sense? And so that's how you start experience a little bit of peace. And then with all the knowledge and the spiritual talking that we do in class, and we go through the 7 spiritual laws, and having elevated content in your brain, right? I'm a being of love. I'm a being of peace. I mean, that's gotten in our everyday world, that's gotten pushed to the wayside, right? Like we're not talking about that stuff on average, like on the news all the time, right? And so if you don't make a conscious effort to put your focus and shift your mind in that direction, you just get overcome by the negativity that exists in there. And so dwelling on the past will never allow me to experience peace in the present moment. And so I ask you to look at yourself if you're feeling peaceless. And is it the same story that you're telling yourself over and over again, that you're repeating on repeat like a broken record, right? And how do we interrupt that? How do we stop that? And do we want to stop it? That desire needs to be there too, right? So, right, physician sisters, right? Like when we're trying to get somebody or encourage somebody to quit smoking, right? The first step is, do you want to? Do you want to stop? Right? That's, if somebody says, Doc, it's my best friend, I really don't want to. I'm like, all right, then we're done with the conversation. Let me know if you ever want to, right? But you have to want to first. So some people also and I think this is true for my mom, like she was very attached to that story because it made her, I don't know, it made her feel important. It gives her significance of some sort. And so some people don't want to let go of the story. When I would tell her, she didn't want to. She didn't want to let go of the story. She wanted to be mad. So, and that's what it is. So there is that. So let's make a pact. If you're repeating a story that's causing you war inside, let's see if we can choose some peace. So, yeah, on the Ask It Is Given, I'm going to go through each of these. September 10th, okay? That was that was Saturday. You cannot be part of this physical environment without endless desires being born within you. And as these desires are being born within you, the universe is answering them. And now, because of 15 minutes of allowing, which is what we're allowing to happen when we start meditating, whether you were petting the cat, practicing your breathing in meditation, just taking that moment, listening to a waterfall or soothing music, or we're on a rampage of appreciation, during that time of allowing, you established a vibration that no longer caused resistance to the things that you have been asking for. Love that. That's how we start to allow, taking that moment. September 11th. Well, what if I've really developed major habits of negativity? Is 15 minutes going to change that? Probably not right away. But the next time you go to one of those negative thoughts, you are going to be more aware of it. Your guidance system is going to be stimulated so that you will be aware, probably for the first time in your life, of what you are doing with your non-physical energy. So what are they talking about? So, if you have this habit, right, this attachment to negative thoughts or negative thinking, is 15 minutes really going to change that? No, it's not going to change it quickly, but you have to start somewhere, right? And how you feel in your emotional guidance scale, which we've talked about, right? The right and left side, basically the right side of the emotional guidance scale, it's the right side of the paper, is all the thoughts and feelings and emotions that don't make you feel well and happy. And the left side are the ones that do, right? The left side is contentment, hopefulness, optimism, positive expectation and belief, enthusiasm, passion, and then all the way at the top, joy, knowledge, empowerment, freedom, love, appreciation. So if you're in that place, then you're in the right direction. But first you got to figure out where you're at. And then September 12th. Everything that happens to you and everything that happens to everyone you know occurs because of the energy that you are summoning and allowing or not allowing. Everything is about that relationship with energy. Everyone you know who is having every experience that you know is having it because of the focused desire that their life has brought to them and the state of allowing or resistance that they're in at any moment. So this can be empowering or disempowering, right? And what we do know that right now, like in the universe, on the planet, right, it's a huge time of transformation. And there's just a lot of negativity out there, right? And it's like a collective consciousness that we've come to this place. And so, you may be, does that mean that these people over here are suffering, brought it on themselves? Does that mean that those people suffering over there, they brought it on themselves? Does it mean when I'm suffering, I brought it on myself? Well, yeah, a little bit in that. There's a collective energy on the planet, and then you have your internal personal energy too, right? But if the majority of the planet's personal internal energy is chaotic and negative, that is transmitted out to the collective. And then some people, even though they may, it's not about innocence or guilt, but it's like they seemingly haven't done anything to bear the brunt of whatever it is that's going on, there is that overwhelming collective energy too that is pushing. And so this is why it's so important that one person by person, right, be the change you want to see in the world. Because it's too much for one person to take on 8 billion, right? Like we can't just do it, but you have to do it one person at a time. And the only person you really have control over is yourself. And so if we want the experience of this life, of this moment to be better, it is on us to stop, allow, choose a new thought. First, you have to stop, though, right? All right. And now we're going to do our Power of Love card because it's Monday. Let me see if anybody's. Hey, girls, does anybody want to pick a card this morning?
I want to pick it.
Come on down. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right. That makes me hurt. So you guys remember that? Do they still show that? They probably do. Hello. Good morning, my love. All right. This is Nina.
Hello.
Nina, how old are you, my love?
8.
8. And what grade are you?
3rd.
Oh, do you love picking powerful cards? Okay. Ready? Here we go.
Portal.
Okay, go ahead. Pick a card. What do we need to hear?
Wait, the first one I just said the portal.
That's the portal. Okay, but that's not the card you want to pick? Okay.
Vision.
Ooh! Can you read that for us?
No matter what, you see a big picture of a loving, just universe.
Wonderful. Vision. No matter what, you see the bigger picture of a loving, just universe. So even though out there on this planet and on the news and in the general public, whatever, it looks like chaos, you will know deep inside, if you are one of those people, and if you're hearing this, you are, you see the bigger picture of a loving, just universe. Hello. Oh, Lisa's here too. Hi, my love. Did you want to pick one too? Is that what you're here for?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. All right, hang on. So we'll do, okay. My love, go ahead and eat breakfast, okay?
Okay.
All righty. It's all sitting there. All right, go ahead. Elise has a message.
Present. Live in the moment and are able to bring forth the energy of love in your current circumstances.
Ooh, these are good. Thank you. Okay, eat yours too. All right. So vision, we'll do vision first, and this is present. You live in the moment and are able to bring forth the energy of love in your current circumstances. Yes. All right, so vision. Now that your blinders are coming off, you are able to see the world and beyond the physical through your spiritual vision. You are embracing the sacred mission, which is the reason you agreed to participate in this dimension. You can envision a universe so vast, beautiful, and spectacular that miracles are a part of your everyday experience. Your higher intellect has been stimulated, and you can recognize the higher essence of other souls and know their lessons. You are able to grasp the difficult lessons of grief, loss, and sorrow, seeing them as experiences from which to grow. Spiritual guides, angels, and master teachers are drawn to you, whether you are aware of their presence or not. You have agreed on a soul level to be a conduit of deep spiritual truths, which you easily manifest into the physical. You have a strong intuitive sense of what you need to do on a large scale to bring your vision to the masses. This may be through the creative arts, such as writing, singing, painting, or speaking, or as a spiritual practitioner. As you embrace and live out your vision, you remind others how to dance to the tune of divinity and the oneness of being. It's been so wonderful connecting with my physician sisters in the female physician group, and so many of you have like incredible talents. And thank you to Dr. Diana, who's made so many connections with dancing doctors and artist doctors, and just it's incredible, and it's really, really fun to see how that love is being channeled into the universe, and it's just an honor to be a part of it. All right, present. Ready? Here we go. This is huge. You live in the moment and are able to bring forth the energy of love in your current circumstances. The most difficult lesson for human beings to learn is to live in the present moment. It is part of our nature to look forward to the future and dwell on the past. And unfortunately, it is a mindset that strips us of our power. Instead, we should be taught to learn from the past, live for today, and experience tomorrow. Only then are we able to glimpse our true mission on earth. Everything else is just static, right? When you are present in this moment, you're existing where life is actually occurring. Don't spend valuable time worrying about a crisis that may never come. Of course, look at the grand picture, evaluate your life, and set goals, but don't place unneeded stress where it doesn't belong. It is wasted energy. Reliving the past is also a fool's game. You have no power there other than to diminish the potential of today. In contrast, in the present, you have the power to forgive the hurts done to you and apologize for any you caused. The past becomes a stepping stone to enlightenment, as opposed to a speed bump on your road to happiness. Ooh. The past becomes a stepping stone to enlightenment, as opposed to a speed bump on your road to happiness. Fully appreciate the moment right now and attempt to get the most out of every second. It is when you let go and reside in the present that you are able to summon love with every thought and experience. That is huge. So it's time to meditate. So let's go ahead and get comfortable wherever you're sitting. And visualize your heart in the center of your chest with two nostrils, one in the right ventricle and one on the left. And let's go ahead and take a deep breath into your heart. Breathe out of your heart. Breathe into your heart and really make a conscious effort to conjure up feelings of love, joy, passion. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in normally. And And we'll begin by asking ourselves the 4 soul questions. Question 1. Who am I? Who am I? Second question. What do I want? What is my deepest desire? Allow anything at all to come to you in the form of a sensation, image, feeling, or thought. Third question. What is my purpose? How can I serve myself and others? Allow anything at all to come to you in the form of a sensation, image, feeling, or thought. Fourth question. What am I grateful for? What am I grateful for? Allow anything at all to come to you in the form of a sensation, image, feeling, or thought. Please keep your eyes closed. You can put a pause on your rampage of appreciation and rest. Rest in existence. Rest in awareness. Rest in consciousness. Just rest. And as we rest, I'll pronounce 4 intentions. Just repeat them silently and release them into being. Joyful, energetic body. Joyful, energetic body. Loving, compassionate heart. Loving, compassionate heart. Reflective, alert mind. Reflective, alert mind. And lightness of being. Lightness of being. Continue to rest. And when you're ready, you can slowly wiggle your fingers and toes, rub the tops of your legs, flutter open your eyes, give yourself a big stretch. You can bring your palms together to your heart center and give yourself a little bow of gratitude for bringing yourself here today to get back in touch with your truth. And from this place, let's give a blast of love and light energy out to all of our family, our friends, our community, our patients, all the countries on this planet, every single brother and sister soul on this planet. And then from there, we can give a blast of that energy out into the universe. And then from there, it gets boomeranged right back to us. I'll say namaste. The divine light in me sees and honors the divine light in you. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Don't forget to put your takeaways in the comments below. If you're watching on YouTube, hit like, subscribe, and share. And have a beautiful day and shine your light. Mwah.